Is she ready yet?
We still need those parts.
Jesus, man! We gotta get out of here!
Listen, the good news is I found this letter from that Richie Rich collector in Sunset Hills, the one with the plane fetish. He's got the parts. He wants to donate him. I say, let's help a man out.
Hey, don't worry. He's okay now.
Diego, help me put the fuel in the plane while Nick's gone. I can't do it by myself.
Welcome back to Dead Rising 3. We're gonna go meet this collector and get the pieces we need.
I'm gonna make it up to you, man. Things are gonna be different from now on.
And I just love how he can give himself the title, The Collector.
Hey, you think there's anywhere in this town a guy could shower? I smell like
Yeah, I have a lot of video games. Should I call myself a collector then?
Well, I mean, how much do you actually need to collect before you're able to give yourself a title?
Maybe there's a whole bunch of collectors that give themselves the title. It's like, I am the collector, I am the collector, I am the collector.
And then you put them all in a giant arena and have them fight it out with all their collections.
And then I collect the collectors.
It's the perfect plot to become the ultimate collector.
And then I make a collect call.
Deet doot deet doot deet doot deet. Yes, we will not be covering the cost of this call. No!
Dead Rising 5.
Call collect. Oh no, you know what? Since a few people have pointed out to me that there definitely will not be a Dead Rising 5 because the studio shut down after 4 was a colossal failure, I think we should come up with ideas for Dead Rising 6. What do you think?
Oh, sure.
Capcom's been on a roll lately, so why not give them the reins to make a new Dead Rising? Just skip 5, go straight to 6.
Well, if they're gonna go with Dead Rising 6, then I think we should, like, Saints Row 4 this, and instead of, you walking around, with your camera and your combo weapons and all that, just fly around. The zombie virus has, gone so far that you have superhuman abilities. So you're just fucking flying around like goddamn Goku, just blowing up zombies with Kamehamehas and shit like that. Just make Dead Rising 6 a Dragon Ball Z crossover, and there you go.
That'd be cool. I mean, we already have, like, otherworldly combo weapons that we're making, so why not be superhuman? I mean, it's just the perfect combination.
It would be funny to see Chaozu running around trying to kill a zombie.
Instead of the suicide bomber zombies, they're little Cybermen.
You can attach a Cyberman to a bear, and you can...
Whoa! The Cyber Bear! Boom, boom! It's amazing. Now, chalk this up to me being, to not paying attention, but, when I did my B-roll footage, I didn't think I would need the Kinect for this chapter. So, when I actually did need it, by the end of the chapter, I decided, well, you know what? Let's have the legit footage have the Kinect instead. So this is why you're looking at Kinect commands, because I don't think we showed them off a lot. So every time Nick gets grappled, now you have to shake your controller in order to get out of it.
You're crazy.
Just say that to all the zombies. You're crazy.
And then they go, aww.
Aw. Hey, I forgot to show this off.
What the...
So, every combo vehicle, or almost every combo vehicle, has a secondary fire where you can have a survivor get in the back and use that secondary fire.
Hey, let's talk about how targeting reticles work. They're supposed to go where the targeting reticle usually is.
Well, he's shooting fireworks, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. It's a little off. But, yeah, that's a thing that exists. So, if you were to get a co-op partner in here, you'd be able to shoot fireworks wherever.
For the last time, I'm not getting an Xbox One.
I'm gonna figure something out. I might just give you my spare, give you a month of Xbox Live, and say, we're doing this. For one, at least. Oh, I should make a note here. We're about to get a very good combo weapon, and this is where an idea popped into my head, and I'm glad Capcom thought of this. So, here's what we're getting. The Ultimate Shout.
Ultimate Shout.
This is the one where I was just going meh, and cars were blowing out of the way. This is the biggest shout you can get.
Yeah, you just hold up to your face and just go,
Testing! These are actually... how do I want to say this? All of the weapons that have a fourth iteration, or you can build them up to be better, like the Scythe, the Shout, they're all scaling. So where I got the Ultimate Shout might not be where you got your Ultimate Shout. It scales up. So there are 4 blueprints out there for Shout weapons. No matter which one you get, it'll just scale up until you get the Ultimate.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you get Shout and then Ultimate Shout. Why would I want to get Super Shout and Mega Shout in between them? Because it's not as good as Ultimate Shout.
Right. Yeah, speaking of which, we're going to get this real quick because it's for combo weapons, and we just got silver in record time. This thing is a monster. I can't believe they gave this to us, and I'm so glad it took a while for us to actually get this, otherwise it'd just be blazing through the game. So, yeah, there you go. Ultimate Shout used again, but this time in a challenge setting. It just wrecks everything.
What are you going to do for 30 seconds now?
I'm just going to waste time, maybe go do something else. I don't know.
Alright, I did for Dead Rising 6. You
Yeah.
still keep the Connect bullshit and all that.
Okay.
But for weapons like the Shout, you use your voice.
Oh. I don't think the Kinect is smart enough to register every human voice.
It doesn't have to be, like, just a noise. Just,
Oh, okay.
And I walk into your house and you're playing Dead Rising 3 upstairs, and I hear, "Ah!" It's like, what are you doing? I'm winning! Ah!
It's like using Skyrim with Alexa. At least I assume. I still haven't tested it out myself, but I want to think that you say, okay, Alexa, play Skyrim, and then all of a sudden you say, will you shout? Yes! God, I love this weapon. I think I'm going to use it for the entire chapter. Sounds good to me.
That's basically just a big... That's a great room clear. That looks like a fun weapon.
Oh, you gotta be kidding! Screwed by a pylon again. So, with that shout weapon, this actually brought me to an epiphany about how this game is laid out. And, again, I have to applaud Capcom for doing this. Each district is one big sandbox. Which means, within each of those sandboxes... Jesus Christ. And I saved him. It's great. Within each of those sandboxes are different varieties of mega weapons, of similar, just like, hurting weapons, of like heavy swing weapons, gun type weapons, stuff like that. For example, in the first district in Ingleton, we were able to get the Reaper Scythe. And that was the one that built up and up and up and eventually became an ultimate weapon. But also in Ingleton are specialized zombies, such as the prisoners. You will only find those in the first district. In this one, you're going to find the football player zombies. So each segment has its own specific zombie, has its own specific ultimate weapon. This way, if you're just sandboxing in one area, you're not going to get bored with the same thing over and over. And when you go to a different district, it changes it up.
Well, that's nice. It's almost like they're distinct and not just, boring bits of land smashed together and copy-pasted. Hello, Ubisoft.
Now, with that, this means that items like the Defiler, that's why it got nerfed. Because there are other weapons like it in different districts.
Right.
Like the, I forget what it is, like heavy metal or something like that, where it's a 2x4 with a giant slab of metal on it and barbed wire. That does the same damage as the Defiler. So, mixing it up a bit. Oh, by the way, this became a 100% run.
Yeah, you were telling me last night that it's now 100% run. I'm like, oh, alright.
Like, I didn't even consider that it would be, because I underestimated how well this game is laid out.
Gee, it's almost like it has, like, good design or something like that. If you do the things and get the things, you'll get the things, and then there'll be no more things left to get.
Yeah, see, when I originally played this, I saw just little bits of collectible just everywhere. It's like, how the hell am I... If I'm ever going to do this, how am I going to figure out a good route to get everything? And imagine that, playing the fucking game actually lets you get everything in a leisurely manner.
Huh.
What?
Huh. You didn't have to get additional microtransactions or time savers or anything like that?
No!
Wow!
And I think the best part is all the DLC that you could get for this game is quarantined off in its own separate side story. It's not in the regular Los Perdidos. So even collectibles in the DLC are on their own schedule.
Whoa!
Whoa!
And then we get to Dead Rising 4. It's like, hey, we didn't make DLC, but we made costumes.
Aha!
Lots of costumes.
They gave you the big package on PS4. Don't remember that?
They didn't give me shit.
Well, I mean, you're the PS4 guy, so you got a special surprise. God
Yeah, special surprise. Oh, they put a turd in a PS4 case. Great.
There's a lot of turds on PS4.
Yeah, but I'm not going to deny that.
And just, they're all turds on Xbox One, so I can't complain much.
Well, they're turds you can also get on PS4 and PC. That's the thing.
Oh shit, we can get the same turds!
It's like looking into a toilet and seeing a turd that's been in another toilet already.
Did you just go YouTube Gamer on me?
I kind of did.
Whoa, man, I seriously can't stand this game. What a piece of bullshit. Oh, I like this one. This tragic end had a bucket on its head.
So wrong.
What if a bucket was half empty, man?
Well, the bucket is half full in this instance. I don't know.
You know, I was wondering, what happens if, say a survivor is out and about, and he figures out how to do the combo weapons too, and in self-defense uses, like, the drill bucket or something like that on a survivor accidentally.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Right.
Oh, hey!
I don't allow vandalism in my store!
Yeah! It's a callback! Yeah, it's a callback!
Yay!
All right!
Oh, I'm so happy.
Haven't seen one of those in a while. So, it is exactly as you would think. Pitchfork and shopping cart. Just as long as I can pick up the shopping cart. There we go. There we go.
Lovely.
Look at all the sharp and pointy objects on this thing.
Ow, 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 ow.
Please, no.
Ow. Fingers.
Oh,
Ow.
also,
Ow.
here's good design. I went the long way around accidentally because I completely missed the staircase. Like, let's say 5 minutes ago, I was here in gameplay time. But this is where I got the paramedic outfit. I was just here.
Looks like the staircases are made of pure blackness, so, I mean...
Yeah, so
I'll
it's
give you the benefit of the doubt there.
kind of easy to walk right by it. But just like the original weapon cart, push the cart, kill zombies. Or you can pick it up and just, like, nudge things to death.
Tencent Super Shoppers.
We call this the Walmart special. Just chuck a bunch of weapons into a cart and go nuts.
Put a minigun on there, it becomes Kmart.
Oh god, I don't want to think about that. Like, how do you aim that? I mean, having it being loose in the shopping cart is just going to fly everywhere, so it becomes like a scattershot weapon. Oh, I just thought of a combo weapon that you could make at home.
What's that? You probably shouldn't make it at home, but...
Oh yeah, don't make it at home because you'll shoot yourself in the eye or something. Use a sprinkler and an SMG. Put them
so
together.
that way you can get a wet SMG.
Oh hey, we found it.
Okay, how's this? You take an SMG, right? Okay.
Yes.
And you get a trombone.
Okay.
So you combine them. So that way when you play it, it goes, you know... It just blasts out bullets when you pull the slide.
Oh, make it even better. It shoots a rocket.
That's the upgraded version.
Okay, upgraded version. We got flaming gloves. We lit gloves on fire. We did it.
Ow, hot, hot, hot.
I'm surprised it doesn't, go through the boxing gloves. Hello, Collector.
Intruder, lockdown now commencing. If this system has been activated in error, please confirm at the alarm system control panel.
Well, great. You just softlocked yourself.
Damn it! I was hoping I wouldn't softlock this game again. Actually, have I softlocked this game? No, I haven't. It did freeze and crash.
It's hard locked, yeah.
The Collector doesn't like people trying to steal his collection, even though he kinda gave us the pieces, I think. It's either that or the Collector died and Rhonda was like, hey, go loot that place.
It was his birthday! Oh, man.
And it seems like he had an entire, huge group of friends. This was a house party, man.
Well, what do you get a guy who's collected everything?
A new collection.
Oh.
See, I thought I was bad when I started collecting Pokemon cards years ago. But ever since I've had a source of income, it's just like, oh, what new collection can I get into?
At least make it something worthwhile, not slacks.
I'm going to collect every pair of slacks in Dead Rising 3, and you can't stop me.
Well, if you're gonna, collect something mundane like that, you make sure it's, the biggest collection in the world. Geddy Lee, lead singer of the band Rush. Mm-hmm. Apparently he has the world's largest collection of monocles.
Why?
Because
he
likes
can?
monocles.
Okay. That's fair. Of course, me saying why would somebody collect something, and I've got 3 different types of card collections because
let's do a little scan of your room here.
Okay,
yeah.
let's not. Okay, amiibos are toys, not a collection. Oh shit, yes they are. Never mind. They're so cool though. This is why I collect things, just because they're so neat.
Of course, I shouldn't say much because I'm a PlayStation trophy whore.
You know, I used to be all, hey, let's get all the achievements, and then they became really stupid and boring.
Well, which games are you playing?
Well, I mean, think of games with achievements at the beginning of the Xbox's life to the end. And then, eventually it just became, oh, hey, beat the game and you get all the achievements. That's boring.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, go figure.
Thank you for your verification. Lockdown deactivated.
Now, where are those parts?
Stupid art!
The Collector isn't here. He clearly died. So now we get to pilfer his house. And I think this is one of the last big houses we are able to explore. So we've unlocked pretty much everything in this district.
We're a real estate agent now.
Excuse me, zombie. Would you like to buy a house?
Oh. Why that particular zombie?
Maybe one of the Collector's house guests was just taking a look at the specific piece and just thought, you know what, this would be great in my collection. Hey, Collector, can I have this? I'll take that as a yes. Later, dude.
Get the altimeter, goddammit!
There we go, got it. Oh, get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Stop! I'm trying to find parts of my plane!
With the emphasis on plane! Oh, yay.
The first time you use this weapon, it needs to freeze frame and go, well, seems like Nick's in another sticky situation. Let's see how he gets out of this one.
You got it! The Pukes of Hazard!
Well, seems like Nick's in another sticky situation. Let's see how he gets out of this one.
Uh-huh.
What?
It is the same color, consistency, and everything to the bile used in the Gluttony boss fight. and is just spewing acid all over the place.
That's nasty.
That's disgusting, ew.
That's grossified.
But hey, it's unique if we want to go there. I hate that it has short range, too. It's not really coming through on the episode here, but you have to be pretty close to a zombie to kill it with Pukes a Hazard.
Literal projectile vomiting.
I get it!
Because you're vomiting and it's like a projectile. That's yeah.
Clever. Oh, thank you, Ultimate Shout, for getting me out of terrible situations.
Supposed to shout them to puke, apparently.
Oh, God, can you imagine if you accidentally, like you weren't feeling well and you go to use the Ultimate Shout and you just barf right into the back of it?
What if you barfed into the Ultimate Shout?
That's what I mean, you go... So you have a combination of, like, old mac and cheese and electricity going everywhere.
I gotta ask, what if you put a dog whistle into the Ultimate Shout?
Every dog in the tri-state area, their head would just...
Aha.
We'll turn that into a combo weapon, call it the car alarm.
That looks like it's set up... What kind of shrine is this?
Looks pretty neat. Got some scatty up here. But you don't want to go up there, because we're going to do a running jump. Made it.
Kill the living. No, you don't get how this works!
It's awful.
Oh, no.
Ahaha. Slap. Like, slappy. Ahaha.
No, you gotta say it with the right inflection. Like Slappy!
Like Slappy! Yeah.
And another collectible. Guess what? 10 left.
10 left.
And this was the moment where I'm just sitting there and looking around going, this just became a 100% run.
Oh, yeah! Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Ah, damn it. Alright, well, I actually have one thing to pick up at the Illegals hideout. I actually didn't know there was a book in there. So we're gonna go pick that up and we're gonna complete another collection. Because that'll be the final book. At least that you can get in the base game.
Turns out Nick has a lot of really unpaid debts. Like thousands upon thousands of dollars of unpaid bills and all that. So then another collection comes to pay.
You know, what if you were the person that collected debt collectors?
What if you're a person that collects debt? No, I don't mean a person who goes to people's houses and tells them to pay up. I mean, I have the world's largest debt collection. I have garnered up $7 billion in debts.
Holy shit!
Wow, are you America?
America, the ultimate collector. And yet we're continuing that collection every single day, baby!
Yeah, to the top.
To the top! We're gonna be the best collector in the world!
Well, I've been sitting here for a really, really long time. A super long time.
Yes.
I guess you could say I've got a new collection, a dust collection.
You know, I was thinking of a new way to spin that. Like, I've been stuck in my house so long, I'm collecting dust. Or, you know, all these collections that I've completed are just sitting here collecting dust. A new collection arises. It makes me realize that a lot of people who do massive collecting, they get kind of ridiculous with it. Like the amiibo craze, where they get unboxed and boxed copies of every single one.
That makes no sense.
That is 200 different figures, boxed and unboxed. It's nuts.
Still don't get the amiibo craze. I still don't understand.
I mean, they're cool little figures, and they're not expensive as those, like, highly detailed figures. Also, did you notice that as soon as the amiibo craze started, it kind of sputtered out and died?
Because I started with, we're gonna start with all of the characters from Smash Brothers! That's right! All of them!
Yeah, and now they...
Kind of flooded the market before it really kind of started.
Well, they also just don't have much functionality anymore. I was like, oh, hey, you can use them in Smash. Can I use them in Mario Maker too? No?
Well,
okay.
no. But you can use them in this one, but you can't use this specific one. But you can use the other one to do one thing. You can get an item that you can totally get in-game.
Actually, the last game that used the amiibos to almost their full potential was WarioWare Gold.
Yeah, New Horizons is using the amiibos as the way they should. Kind of. Most of them.
Kinda, but not the villagers I want.
Which villagers do you want?
The ones I have in amiibo figures.
Well, that doesn't work like that. You gotta get the cards, man. You gotta get the cards, because that's what I did.
That's another collection! That's 400 more cards!
Really, all I did, you know, the day that New Horizons was announced, and they talked about how you can use amiibo cards to bring in your own villagers. And I was like, well, hell! So I went out and got 2 specific villager cards, and that's all I needed.
I think it's kind of hilarious that... I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Wii U Animal Crossing game, the Amiibo Festival. I think it came with a couple cards, and those are the only ones I have. And, you know, the epic tragedy of that game is it is the cheapest way to get the free Amiibo that it came with. The game is worth less than dirt.
Well, I got a couple booster packs, and I got a shiny Sable, I got a shiny Reese, I got a shiny Pete.
Holy crap!
I'll trade you if you got if you got a poppy color, you know.
I'll figure something out. We'll eventually get all of them, but even the albums that you can keep them in are overly expensive.
We are not getting all of them.
I mean,
You're
I'll try.
fucking crazy.
Well, one day
Some
when
of them
I have...
cost like $40 now.
Okay. And then we have the Sanrio cards. Those are impossible.
Oh, yeah, no.
Hey, you know the Smart Glass? It's a thing that exists?
I assume yes.
We just did the entirety of this chapter's Smart Glass stuff.
Oh, well.
And the story significance was, you remember that hunter that's somewhere around here that's hunting down illegals?
Yeah.
We may have found where he was, but when we got there, he ducked out.
Oh.
That's the story.
I'm so glad that these Smart Glass missions add so much to the story.
Hey, the stash was kind of neat if you didn't have those weapons. Oh! Last book! Yeah!
Fortune Fighter.
Fortune Fighter increases the damage inflicted with firearms? What? Well... sure.
That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking of that one boss fight in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear Solid 2? Which fight was that?
The Fortune boss fight?
Oh, duh. I blanked there for a second.
Hey! Now we have life.
Sweet. Almost max life. Now, let's see. We're just gonna go ahead and use these attribute points. We're getting very close to the end of the game, and my hope is that getting all the collectibles helps me reach that coveted level 50, and then we'll go from there.
I think you'll be fine.
I don't know, man. I'm running out of collectibles.
I imagine you're going to get a big, gigantic boost when you get all of those Frank trophies, though. So, I think you'll be fine. Have faith.
Yeah, actually, I did a bit of reading. The Frank trophies actually give you exponentially more points the closer you are to 50. And then when you finally hit that big 50, it gives you a huge chunk of points.
I need someone to just, kind of walk outside and you hear just, a little bit, Where the hell are all my Frank trophies?
It must have been the collector. He was collecting Frank trophies.
Damn you!